You're listening to episode 20 of the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast, When I Know That Isn't Enough. Welcome to the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast, a show for high achievers who are ready to start enjoying the life they've worked so hard to create. Join me, your host and certified life coach, Dr. Tangi, to learn how to start infusing the dedication you have for your career into living a truly fulfilling life. If you're ready to finally gain the happiness your soul has been longing for, this podcast is for you. Hello, everybody. I am so happy you are here. Welcome to episode 20. And I'm just going to jump right in today and start with a quote that I love that I saw on the internet. And it reads, "The only difference between you and the leaders you follow is the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it." And I don't know who wrote this quote, but I love it because it is so true. Yet there is also this unspoken gap between actually knowing what to do and getting to the point where you can do those things on a consistent basis until it becomes a true habit for you. And this has really been coming up a lot with so many of my clients this week. So I thought it would be a good topic to talk about today because knowing what to do is cool, but it's not enough. And it gives you this false sense of mastery in the world. And if you are like me, you could have an entirely separate doctorate in self help, spirituality, and meditative practices. And those are all really cool worlds to hang out in because you learn so many cool new things. And it seems like every little new nugget of knowledge just expands the depth of who you are more and more and more. And it's really fun. And many of us overachievers are also really good at memorizing every detail of every book so we can tell all of our woo friends about all the new things that we've recently discovered. And often, if you are the most voracious reader amongst your group of friends, then all your friends kind of begin to look at you as the expert on how to make it through life and how to make it through life during hard times. And they look at you as the person to go to when they need advice. And you may even begin to identify as the expert because you've read all the things and you know all the answers to all their questions based on whatever the guru of the day is teaching. But then what happens is that you find yourself having to come face to face with your own set of problems. And sometimes you might even feel embarrassed or ashamed that these problems, they just keep coming up and you really don't know how to stop it. You have areas in your own life where you feel stuck and you just don't know how to get to the other side of the ravine. It's like you want to feel happy, but maybe you keep battling with being sad or unfulfilled, no matter how many times you're repeating to yourself, no, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Or maybe you know that God has something better for you, but for some reason, you just can't let go of what you know isn't good for you. And maybe you're a person who wants to develop new friendships, but you can't really shake the belief that, I don't really think people like me that much. And these opposing thoughts, they keep coming up again and again and again and again. And you can't shake them, even though you know they aren't true. And so when someone like me reminds you that, yeah, there is something better for you, or that people actually love you, you say, yeah. I know that. I know that. But you really don't. You may know on a brainy cognitive level, but there is a reason that keeps coming up for you. Those scarcity thoughts, those unlikable, unlovable, unworthy thoughts, those imposter thoughts. And your mind will argue that it knows it isn't true. But if you really knew it in the depths of your being, it wouldn't keep coming up like that. I always say that things reveal themselves so they can heal themselves. And one of the best ways to get to the root of what needs to be healed for you is through coaching. The other thing is that As awesome and as expanding as reading and listening to things is, there's going to come a time where you have to live it like you give it in order to really gain a true understanding. I believe life is an opportunity for us to experience the heights of our power and our potential. And our mission, if we choose to accept it, is to step out of knowing something that we read in a book or have seen over and over and over again on the quotes from your favorite Instagram inspiration channel to really just kind of step out of knowing that we read and cognitively understand the topic or the theory and actually be courageous enough to live the experience, because that is the only way to go from knowing your power to showing your power. You may cognitively know you are inherently worthy, but are you willing to show up and live worthy when life is presenting to you experiences and people that tell you that you're not? When you've been overlooked for the third time in a row for a promotion that you really want, or when you've just failed the bar, or you've just failed your medical boards. You may cognitively know that you are 100% lovable, but are you willing to believe that and live it, even if you never find your person, even if you never get married, or even if you do find your person and they choose to be unfaithful? What about in times of scarcity? Are you willing to live abundantly? Are you willing to not just know the secrets to life, but to fully experience them so that you have pure understanding as well? That is when you know what you know, and when what you know will begin to show. Have an awesome week. Hey, want to learn exactly how to overcome all the obstacles that are keeping you from having both success and happiness? Well, sign up for the Wealthy Happy Soul Project so that you can begin creating the life you really want to live. And this is perfect for you if you don't want to waste another year swimming in indecision while watching other people just get over themselves and do the things that you have been dreaming about. There are so many people, even during a worldwide pandemic, who have started their business anyway, who have doubled their income anyway, and who have switched careers anyway. Isn't it your turn? Go to drtangi.com, click on the yellow course button, and sign up now. Thank you for listening to the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast. If you want to dive deeper into alignment and start cultivating your inner wealth, head on over to drtangi.com.